What's going on, everybody? Fall in, at attention. You are locked into another episode of the Husker Army Podcast, brought to you by the great folks over at Herd Sports Network. And today we are on location here at Crush Pizza and Ale House over on 1st and Main in Fremont, Nebraska. And if you're watching us on YouTube, please make sure to like and subscribe. It helps us out a lot in the algorithm. And, of course, as always, got to let you know about that sweet merch we got going on. Head on over to shop.herdatsports.com. We got the shirts, dad trucker hats, the beanies, the coffee mugs, and what Kenny couldn't remember the name of last week, the stainless steel tumblers. But to you, they're just the things that keep it cold.
Tumbler is what you call somebody who turn flips, B. I'm saying. But, hey, it is what it is.
So, yeah, shop.herdatsports.com. Get over there, become and listen to the Husker Army Podcast. So, I am one of your hosts, Brian Knutzen, with me as always. And in person today, we got all three members, former Husker wide receiver, multi-time national champ, Kenny Cheatham, and, of course, our recruiting guru, Mr. Matt Sass. So we got it going on today, guys. We are on location here, Crush Pizza and Ale House in Fremont, Nebraska. But unfortunately, son of a bitch, we got to talk about a loss, guys. In Lincoln to Michigan, 30-27. My opinion, that final score does not really do the entire game justice, but we're going to get into that right now anyway. So, I mean, guys, look, this was the opportunity again. You know, the big stage, just like last year, 3-0 going into that game to Illinois, chance to go 4-0. We do the same thing with Michigan. And
the same score, too.
Exactly. We kind of just basically, no pun intended, dropped the ball. And look, it's no secret. I was there in person. Kenny, you were there in person. Matt, you were watching on TV. We had all perspectives covered. It's in the trenches. Yeah. Offensive line, guys. Look, I did not want to mention this for the first three games. It's been stuck in my head, and I just wanted to hope that maybe it was things they were taking easy on smaller teams, or maybe they were just not trying certain things, but it is. The offensive line needs work. They need help because 7 sacks given up. You cannot have that, and especially at home. So the offensive line, what the hell?
Well, I mean, honestly, we called it when they didn't get we called it the Cincinnati game with the penalties that cost us some touchdowns in the red zone that moved us back. And we called it when they didn't get the first down on that fourth down that time. I mean, at some point, you have to be in Nebraska. I mean, you have to have a amount of nastiness that will and that want to.
It's like a switch, turn it on, turn it off.
And unfortunately, yesterday we gave it 7 sacks.
Yeah,
and we called it from the sideline. From our view, we were like, we're not opening up enough holes in the middle of the field for us to gash them up the middle. And we knew we weren't going to be able to beat them outside running the ball with our foot speed and the speed they have on defense. But here's the thing, and this is maybe my view from being on the field, different than people on TV and in the stand. Michigan was not overwhelming. There was nothing on that field that made you say, oh, wow, it's just a difference.
Yeah.
That's just
what I thought, watching it at home.
It was just we dropped the ball. We missed some opportunities. We gave up 3 big runs, which were open holes, which is the type of holes we knew on our side of the ball, and we saw the result.
I saw the same thing set at home. It was just in the trenches, we got overwhelmed. Other than that, we played fine.
Yeah, I mean,
Dylan had a great game.
Raiola was over 300 yards. He was, I think, 30 of 41. So it's a hell of I think it was over 73%. So it's not on Dylan. And being in the crowd, I heard guys rumbling about Dylan's play. No,
he played great.
You got to give the guy time.
Yeah.
And I get that a couple times, yes, he probably was taking a little longer than need be, but he's playing against a faster secondary now.
Right.
So those reads are going to be a little bit slower than the first 3 games. Absolutely.
What happened to Isaiah Hunter? Like over the last 2 games, he's just disappeared.
To me, that's Dylan distributing the ball.
Yeah, but we tried to use him yesterday and just missed him almost every time.
Yeah.
I don't even think he had a catch.
I don't think so either. I mean, I'll see that in the stats when I pull that up here. But, yeah, to me, the offensive line wasn't opening up big holes for Emmett to get through, obviously. Emmett really – the yards he got, those are hard yards.
He had to fight for him.
I thought we could have ran the ball more.
Yeah, I believe he was 19 carries for only 65 or 68 yards. That you can't have that with a guy like that in the backfield.
Right.
Period.
But the problem with that, and we can all see it, was they were in his face, and he was having to make too many guys miss on his initial moves
Yes, I agree.
to be able to get those runs.
Yep.
Generally, it's one person, you try to make a miss, and then you do what you do. But when you're having 2 or 3 guys in your face, you can't escape all 3 at one time.
No.
And if you notice, he would make a move, but then it was 2 or 3 guys around him because they were getting off the blocks.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's something that our interior has to look at. Get it fixed. They have a bye week, make the corrections, and get ready for Michigan State. But we have to do better than that. But like I said, it was nothing about Michigan that just made you say this is a bigger, faster, better team.
Nope.
It was nothing of that nature. We're sitting on the sideline. Believe it or not, we were actually kind of bored because it wasn't. Outside of the big plays, it was a decent football game. We just didn't capitalize, and they made more bigger plays than we did.
Yep.
And those were the 3 that ended up in touchdowns.
Exactly. And they were big, long runs. That was the problem. That's what we've been talking about so far through the first 3 games is that run defense.
Mm-hmm.
We knew it wasn't up to snuff. We were just kind of hoping that, once again, like the O-line, maybe they're kind of laying back a little because it was a lesser opponent. Not quite the case. I mean, the hole that opened up for both those long runs out of the backfield, and then not to mention, which was an obvious quarterback draw. I don't care what anybody says. You look at that, that was a quarterback draw.
Yeah.
When he took off up the middle, it was the parting of the Red Sea, almost literally.
Yeah.
Because
he was wide open.
you're in the sea of red, for God's sake.
Yeah.
It parted and nobody was there. Where I'm sitting and they're running toward the end zone where I'm sitting, I was like, he's gone. Forget it.
Oh, yeah. There's no.
Yeah, from field level, that was
Insane.
oh,
I could drive a semi-truck to
we were literally like, WTF. Like, are you seeing this? It was like, boom, boom, he's gone.
Yeah.
I mean, it was so open that when he stepped back, and then you could see him, the back end zone, and no one else.
Yeah.
Not where he was running. You can see the back end zone. You can see the south end zone from our view at that end zone because we were in the northeast pylon where the team comes out. When it opened, now imagine this view from that angle. I see the back end zone and him and everyone else out this way. And he just ran.
Yeah.
And as soon as he took out,
we made a great play.
We all said, he's gone. We literally got the same, oh, he's gone. And it was like, so.
It's funny because that run actually reminded me of the 95 team in the Fiesta Bowl. The quarterback draw that Tommy had straight up the middle. I think it was for like 35. 35,
where
40
no one
yards.
was there.
Nobody was there. That's exactly what it reminded me of. And it was just kind of odd that, the 95 team had to be there to witness that shit.
Yeah. No, we didn't like any of that. But
so, I mean, I guess before we go any further with that one, then I got to ask, Kenny. You're hanging out with the guys from the 95 team, and you're on the sideline of this game. What's the overall vibe, especially rule and things like that, I guess? Overall, the outlook.
You know what? We really didn't focus that much on like coach rule and overall outlook. We just all identified where we need to get better at as a team. Now, of course, we're all sitting there. We are hoping and waiting for this thing to get turned around to where we can be happy with it and what's going on. We can see it coming.
It's getting better.
Yeah. I mean, and this was universal between this isn't us being homers and being former Nebraska players and blah, blah, because, we keep it honest.
Yeah.
Amongst each other. We're like, like I told you guys.
As much as I don't on here, I keep it more honest with you guys.
Like when we were sitting there at our luncheon on Friday, we were sitting there, what'd you think? They're going to lose. They can't stop the run, they're going to lose. And it was consensus all the way around. It wasn't, no, it was, if they don't stop the run, it is over.
Yep.
So, but we just saw the same thing you guys, just from a different perspective. And it was like, they have to stop the run. Outside of that, Michigan isn't doing anything.
No.
We're literally saying that. We're pointing at the score. I think I have pictures in my phone of us saying, look at this. Me saying it, I'm talking, look at this. And look at the difference. It's the rushing yards. And we were 75th in the country at stopping the run. And it showed up today. And if you 3 big runs was the bulk of their rushing yards. What was it, 75? What was the quarterbacks, about 50 or 40 or something crazy, 60? I mean, it was like, and the other runs were like 60 or 70. I mean, that's almost 200 rush yards. Outside of that, it was a stalemate. But the big plays made the difference. But, I mean, we're happy with what we're seeing. Of course, we're disappointed that it was a loss. But it wasn't that old feeling when we used to get those losses. Like, here we go again.
Yep.
You know, in the words of, I don't know if you guys remember, the basketball player in the 80s, Michael Ray Richardson. They called him Sugar. He said the ship be sinking.
Yep.
So it wasn't that feeling, but, you know. So hopefully they can turn it around.
And it looked promising, too, from the opening kickoff. I mean, that opening drive we had, it was methodical. I mean, it was right down the field. Opening play, 14-yard gain off to the left by Emmett. I mean, what the hell? It was great. The decision that Dylan had made when he was hurried in the pocket to get it out to the right over to Lindenmeyer, that was a hell of a scramble, a hell of a throw. Great read to see Lindenmeyer coming out of this block.
Yeah.
So
it was a great play.
It really was. Now, then it comes down to what I was worried about through the first 3 games of that O-line. Okay, you get down there, you get to 4th and 1. I forget where we are. We're inside the 5, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Okay. You've got to be able to pick that up. And we have not shown in the first 3 games that they can do that on that offensive line. They're not getting that push. They're not getting that shove. Even the tush push ain't working for them because they can't get that shove up there. So that's what bothers me. That's the one thing I hope Rule can look at going forward with Holgerson and being like, hey, even in situations like this, we're not getting that push. How about we just take the points we can get right now? Because now you look at it, how big are those 3 points if we get that on that opening drive? Granted, we don't know how the rest of the game goes. But if the game still plays out in the same way, that 3 points, we're going into OT.
Yeah, everyone switches up how they play. So go ahead.
Yeah, like I said earlier too, it's so early in the game, you're still kind of feeling each other out. I mean, I get why he goes for it at 4th and 1.
Absolutely, inside the 5. Yeah,
even if you don't get it, you're pinning them way back.
Absolutely.
But I mean, in hindsight, yeah, of course, it's kick the field goal.
Yeah,
you take the game to overtime, but you don't.
Yeah, I mean, it's double-edged sword. You can be the hero or the zero.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying. I mean, we all get what they were trying to do, which is set the tone by going for it.
Mm-hmm.
But on the flip side, we all sit back and say, what has given the coaching staff the confidence that can get that based off what we've seen?
Yes.
Have you seen anything that would make you think they can get it?
Yeah, not this season. Not a thing. Not in the red zone.
So
not a thing.
That was the talk amongst us on the sideline. What have they been shown that would make them feel confident doing it? But we understand why you tried to do it.
Yep.
But based on what you've seen and what we've seen, you should have went for the 3.
Yes.
That was just our take. Like, I haven't seen what would make them feel confident doing it. But we understood it.
Yes.
You know, it's almost like the Sky Frost onside kick thing. It was like, we understand you can be the hero or the zero. If you get it, we get it. But if it fails,
like me and Matt said, before we even started, the statistics would tell you in a situation like that. Yes, analytics tell you go for it in a situation like that. You're down your yardage, where you've got the ball. Yes, you go for it. But you look at the analytics of how our first 3 games have gone. Yeah, those numbers would not tell you to do so.
Just analytics are such a huge part of the game now, and
very much.
I am a very firm believer. Don't take points off.
Yes.
Like if there's points to be scored, take.
You score them.
But I mean, this is the new world that we live in. The analytics, everything says go for it.
Yeah,
and that's what Rule even talked about yesterday after the game.
Yeah, what analytics are they looking at?
I hate it. I hate it.
Are they looking at the John Madden analytics where you never kick a field goal?
Exactly. But now, like old Oregon teams, go for it on 4th, always 2-point conversion.
Oh,
it's just get the points, walk away.
Yeah, because those analytics.
And then regroup.
Yeah.
That's
my visual analytics say,
Yeah. 4th and 1, I get it, but I would always much rather have the points.
Yeah, you get that.
Something.
It's easier to adjust when you know what you have already.
Now we like 4th quarter, when you're down by 3, and it's 4th and 1,
Right.
even with like 7 minutes left.
Take the points.
I'm
taking-
going for the win.
I'm taking the points there.
I'm still going for the win. So
Your defense has
that's
gotten you
it.
that far to be able to get enough
Yeah.
stops to keep the score where it is. I'm going to put faith in the defense late. Like you said, there's 7 minutes left. I'm going to put faith that even if they can't keep them out of the end zone, they can keep them to 3 or get that stop. So I'm gonna have a little bit of faith with that much time left. But you start to get to that 4, even 5 minute mark. And
then you're
start to
kicking.
push it. Yeah.
7 minutes left. I'm trying to put my foot on the neck. That's not, but
Right.
maybe that's just me.
No.
Like I said, you look out.
I want the win.
You look
Let's get it right here.
offensively.
I mean,
I heard the grumblings in the stands. You know, put Lateef in. What are you doing, Dylan? Come on, you got to give the guy the time. And like me and you were talking about, Kenny, he's facing a much faster defense now. His reads are going to have to be quicker. And through the first 3 games, he didn't have to make really quick reads. So now his clock's got to be a little bit quicker. But he still had some damn good stats. If you look at it, I mean, he still went 30 of 41, 308 yards, 3 touchdowns. He did have the pick. That was a bad choice, a bad
Changed
throw.
momentum of the game.
It really did.
Michigan made a great play too.
Yes, they did.
So I'll give them. Yes, it was a bad throw.
Changed momentum of the game. I mean, like I said, we were on the sideline, and we thought at one point we were literally saying this should be 7-7.
Yeah,
7-7. Because
Easily.
we were right there when the Michigan should have had that touchdown down there in the northeast section. So we were like, this should be 7-7. But we blew it.
yeah.
And then we stopped them, whatever, we get it back, get the interception, and then they score right there. I mean,
And then another staggering stat is now we're, 0-28 against top 25
0-28.
teams.
right there.
So,
Did you ever
Going
think-
back to what 2016,
Yeah. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
2015, I believe.
16 it was against
16?
Oregon.
Oh, it was Oregon. That's right.
I would have never thought I would say that about a
A
Nebraska football team.
long time.
Now, I don't know why they're not. Wasn't Colorado ranked last year and we played them like 24th or something like that? I could have swore they were.
They weren't ranked at all.
Huh.
So
Well,
it's still a big game though.
yeah. Not as big as yesterday's.
No, not
honestly.
even close.
Because for one, conference opener, that hurts. I mean, for your Big Ten title hopes, that's not the way you want to start.
At least it's the first game instead of the 8.
Exactly. I'll
Right.
take that because now they do see.
It's 5 in a row.
Hopefully, they
for us.
royally see where the
We've
issues
lost
are.
5 Big Ten home openers in
Yep.
a row.
Yep.
And man,
That's crazy.
I know.
I know a lot of things are supposed to change in year 3 with Rule, and that's one of the things I'm sure we want to change. But
Yeah.
in the grand scheme of things, that's still to me small potatoes. In the grand scheme of what the goals are for this season, everything is still intact. It's still in sight. They just got to be able to go take it now. They honestly can't afford another loss
Oh, we can.
until Penn
Right.
State.
Yes.
Honestly, that's really the last loss we can have. If
Yeah.
we want to have a hope at it, sneaking into the playoff or have hope into sneaking into the Big Ten title game, Penn State's really the only next loss we can take.
Yeah.
We have to take care of business over these next games leading into that, period. Offensively, I think we can do it if the O-line can get their shit together.
Yeah.
Agreed.
You have to make that. You have to make that decision as a unit. Excuse me for scratching my head when I wear hats too much, but it's itching. But no, I mean, they have to make that decision as a unit. I mean, at some point, you have to look at yourself and say, we've given up 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah.
7.
Yes.
Now, not all of it is on the line. There were times where we felt just watching, Dylan held on to the ball a little bit longer than he needed to. And we were saying, just get rid of it. Now, I do get where they were saying put the other quarterback in. I wouldn't have done it.
No.
But I can kind of see where people were saying that maybe they were thinking maybe he can run because he's more
that
fleet
is
of
the
foot.
only other thing you can
More
think
fleet of foot than Dylan in that position. But that can be me saying the only reason they would say it, honestly.
and that can backfire on you.
Yeah, and that can backfire. But he played okay. I just wish he would have gotten rid of the ball a little earlier at certain points. But then, hell, when you get into pressure and you're having to pull it down and pat the ball to get it, like what's the number 6 name? Is it Key?
Yeah, that's
He
game
caught,
key.
he caught the one over by the Nebraska sideline, and I'm sitting there, and I'm literally talking to Mike Foreman, and I'm like, when he comes up the ball, I'm like, this is probably one of the laziest routes I've seen, but we're prejudged. Don't get me wrong. Don't judge me. And you know why he was able to get that ball over there by the Nebraska sideline? Because Dylan had to scramble a little bit because he had to pressure on him. Yeah. And he had to hold the ball.
Yep.
And that's what allowed him to catch that ball going all the way across the field. Because he was over there on our sideline, and we were like, and then he saw the pressure, and then Dylan, and then he ended up being open, and he got the pass on. But that scramble, because of the pressure, literally caused the completion of a pass. Well, why are we having a scramble?
They can't.
Why is he being uncomfortable in the pocket?
Exactly.
I mean, like I said, field view is different from you guys' view.
Yep.
But
totally
we can see it. And I was just like, I don't know how I feel like watching this on TV and see if it looks as bad as what I'm seeing, especially with the sack. And then Dylan was looking like he was dead every time he was getting sacked. He was just lying there.
pissed. A couple times he was pissed. Slammed that ball on the ground.
What would you feel?
I'd be absolutely pissed too. But then again, I played quarterback for Fremont. I got used to it.
Yeah,
So
right.
that was like every play. If it was a pass play, forget about it, dude.
Yeah, pretty much.
It turns into a run.
Instead of
play
3
real
seconds
fast.
to throw, you got 1.
No, if you're lucky, you got the snap of the ball. That's what you got.
Yeah.
And Farley said, damn. he just laying there like somebody sniped him.
Yeah.
I said, you're silly, man. Look how he laying on that ball, Kenny.
He didn't have time, a lot of time.
No.
And it was eye-opening real quick.
Yeah.
From
Very
TV.
fast.
So,
Wow.
Yep. So it was one of those things where I don't know if from the stands, it definitely wasn't Dylan's fault as to why this game did not go our way, and it wasn't Emmett's fault either. And like I said, I hate to put blame on any one position or person, but that O-line, if they just give Dylan a little more time, if they open a couple more holes,
he'll find the receivers.
exactly.
He
we
proves
saw
he
that.
can do it.
We saw that.
So, over 300 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. Dylan's not the one to blame.
At all.
Not even close.
At all.
But our blocking has to get better.
Yeah.
Has to get way better.
And I do have the rushing stats, but I ain't pulling that up because that's horrible to absolutely look at. I mean, Emmett was our leading rusher. 19 carries. I believe it was like 65 or 68 yards.
So what do we have? Like 67 total rushing yards or something?
Ooh, that's the total stats we got right here. So, I mean, if you look at it.
The sacks definitely didn't help.
No, the sacks didn't help. I agree. But, 31 attempts and altogether netting 43 yards.
Yeah.
Eesh. That's not good. Not good at all. So, I mean, even total yards, 351 to 395. They got us there. And third down, you can't go 2 for 13.
No.
You cannot go 2 for 13.
Mm-mm.
You're not going to win any games on that
at
all. Man, what was the time of possession? So 26, and see, we even had the ball longer.
Yeah.
33-17.
Well, they were scoring on chunk plays. We won.
26-43.
Except for one. But
so we have it roughly about 7 minutes, almost 7 minutes longer. Almost half a quarter. Almost half a quarter longer. And we still lose by 3. Like chasing 3. Now we're chasing 3 again.
Yep.
That's what it feels like. So, all right, get these damn stats out there. Nobody wants to see that anymore. All right. So, defensively, because, all right, the last thing I'll actually say on offense is Jacori Barney.
Play well.
Yeah, he's
he is. And
we know what he is.
And he's tough.
Yeah, very,
very, very tough.
I'd like to see him break more tackles.
Yes, it would be nice. He had a nice broken tackle on that one punt return. He returned for 21 yards. That was a great move he had there. And then just to watch him, the hits he takes on a lot of these catches.
To be a little fella? Yeah.
Yes, he's probably the smallest guy besides maybe Archie. He might be the smallest guy on that field.
Mosey's still pretty tiny.
Woo.
But
that's the
Mosey
thing.
runs like a tank.
And Mosey's a true freshman.
Yeah.
So you're comparing a true freshman to being about the same size as a sophomore. So, yeah, there ain't much to Barney at all. And he plays like a guy that's like your size kid. He really does.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he seen him in person. He's real thin.
Yeah.
He was real thin. That was the first thing I noticed. But like the one touchdown, the pass he caught, the one in the middle.
Oh,
we
yeah.
literally saw it.
Beautiful.
We were like, oh, he's open.
Yep.
And he threw it. Boom. But he's starting to come along. I mean, and we were just on the sideline talking about his usage, and we were like, we have to get him out of those gimmick plays. With all
Yes,
the
I agree.
sweeps,
The pop passes and
all of that stuff. We were literally saying, I want to see what he can do down the field. And what I said was, they're not utilizing him downfield. Maybe that's why they're throwing the ball to the other receivers last year, even though he was a freshman.
Yeah.
And the guys we have this year more down the field.
Mm-hmm.
But he stepped up big yesterday, man. It was huge. And he
Yeah, he
played
had
well.
a great game.
I mean, the Hail Mary catch at the end of the first
That's
half.
just a matter of making it.
Was.
Just wanting it more.
And not only that, but the wherewithal when he comes down and realizes he was still just outside the goal line and to shove himself backward before he went down.
Watching that play from TV, all I kept thinking was, why is all of Michigan's players in the backside?
Dude, did you notice Dylan kept looking back to his left to see where Emmett was coming out of the back?
Yeah.
Emmett was open.
Yeah.
If you look first, he looked to the left, then he
Yeah,
looked to the
You
right.
think he's looking for Emmett or
Yeah, he
looking to
looked
see where
like
the
three
defense is?
different times to the left downfield to see where Emmett was. And I'm not going to lie, if he hits Emmett in stride, that's probably a touchdown.
No,
But
maybe.
he still wouldn't have gotten the ball till about the 15 or 20-yard
Yeah,
line.
he had work to do. Yeah.
Exactly. And if he could have outrun the last guy there in the secondary,
Yeah,
touchdown.
that's it.
But exactly.
It's a lot of speed.
Dylan put it up there. Jacori made a hell of a play.
Yeah, he did.
So we go into the halftime tied up instead of being down 7. Thank God, because look, I'm in the crowd and crowd feel it wasn't good up until that point. I ain't gonna lie. We were still loud.
I was watching it with my wife, and he caught that ball, and I just went, "Holy shit!"
I'm not kidding.
Sorry for the language,
Dude, within like a 10-row radius, you could almost collectively hear everybody say that as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And so it was one of those things where, it was everybody thought the same damn thing.
Yeah.
So we'll take that any damn time. Now, moving on to the defensive
And I
side of the
left.
ball.
I left when they did that. I walked her. I saw it from because I went over there. I told you, to mess with the Michigan people. So I was over there where the team comes from the tunnel. And here's my observation after that happened, because I saw it happen. I'm like, oh, we're going crazy underneath. It was a time for us to take advantage when halftime came back. And I'm going to tell you why.
Yep.
I saw the Michigan team going to the locker room.
Mm-hmm.
They were deflated that happened. It was not we got them and blah, blah. Yeah, they
got lucky.
It was silence with them running to the locker room. Absolute silence. And their heads, body manner, language, mannerism showed me, damn, we let them get that. And it was more like, oh, you know what I mean? It wasn't like, oh, I was like, yeah, they, you can get this team. You're going to be like,
gave up a fluke.
we can't believe, are you going to be mad? They weren't.
Exactly.
They were
As if they just lost on the Hail Mary.
completely not silent. And I said, oh, yeah, we can take advantage of this. But we didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, they were just, I was literally right there where we used to come out.
Yeah.
Silent.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking watching it.
And even though they're getting
I
the
said-
ball in the start of the second half,
Yeah.
they
I said
still
the
have the
same thing to
chance.
my wife, and then they come out in second half and they go 3 and out almost immediately.
Exactly.
They were
And then we
deflated.
just didn't capitalize.
No.
It's God. What did we score in the second half? 10 points total?
Yep.
I think it is.
That is. Yeah, we had
And it's
17 and a half.
Where? I want to see that killer instinct.
Look, I understand that too, but on one note, on a silver lining on that, we're scoring points in the second half.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not like last year where we're stalling out
Yeah.
after scoring 21 or 28 points and then getting nothing in the
Yeah.
second half.
Yeah.
So at least we're not going through that turmoil anymore. Thank God. So in the defensive side of the ball, look, in my opinion, they did all they could, but the rumors are true. We don't have the defensive line to get enough pressure, obviously, consistently. We have to bring pressure from the linebackers or the secondary if we want that. So that's the issue. Right now, that defensive line they've got to really figure out how to utilize their speed because they can't do it with size.
Yeah. Angles.
Yep.
Angles.
Oh, and
I mean,
contained.
it's good when you're around defensive players. You know, most of my buddies were always defensive players. I mean, I was tight with everybody on the team. So for me to sit there and hear the great Dante Jones analyze what he's seeing guys should be doing to get off on the corner to get that angle to dip, and he's like, Ken, if they do, they got it, but they need to do that. Are they being taught that? You get what I'm saying? You get Toby Wright. You get all these guys. I'm sitting there with Joe Walker. I'm sitting there with Mick Barton. I'm sitting there with all my guys. And they're like, man, they need to do, and where's this at? If they're not doing their assignments because they're analyzing it from a defensive mindset.
Yeah.
I'm seeing it
as if they're still playing.
I'm seeing it from both, but of course mine is going to be more offensive minded.
What are you going to do to counteract what they're doing?
Like I would be like, we blowing y'all ass off the ball. You get what I'm saying? that's actually my mind frame. Like, we blowing ass off the ball. That's what we're trying to do. But you see the angles. Like I said, think of the run. Look at the bad angles. Think how many missed tackles that we had that we gave up first downs yesterday.
Yep. And they were killers.
They kept momentum going. Yeah.
They started the game like
I mean,
0 of 8 or 0 of 9 on third down.
Yeah.
So we gave up too many first downs where we could have stopped them on missed tackles.
Yep.
And my buddies are over there saying, wrap the hell up. Warfield and Eric Warfield and all that. They're like, they make that tackle. It's no. Yeah.
That's what I always kept saying. Wrap him up.
Wrap him up. I mean, make a tackle. The angle.
Yeah. You're talking about trying to get shoelaces or trying to put your shoulder in there. No, wrap him up. That drives me bonkers seeing that.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say Butler's the issue, but look,
No, I don't think that.
But when White was our D coordinator last year, we didn't have a lot of open field missed tackles. We had guys that did wrap up.
Yeah.
We had guys that would hold them up and wait for help. So it's something I'm not seeing a whole lot of this year. Kenny, you and I have talked about it. We've seen more missed tackles within the first 3 games than I think we saw last year.
Yeah. And why? That's the thing. But like I said, I'm over there with Troy Dumas. I'm over there with all these guys, man, and I'm getting different perspective. And as Dante said, he was like Ken, him and Toby's talking, and they're breaking it down, and they're like, look, bro, the defense we run is pretty much how they set up. And once they start moving, it's pretty much a 3-4.
Yep.
Yeah.
But if you don't have your angles and discipline, things like what we saw happen today are going to happen.
Yeah.
And like I said, they see it better than me. They would know it. That's what they live, die, and breathe, defense.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, is that what they were like? Yeah, they were like, 3-4 can get exposed easy if somebody's not doing their assignment. And they were like, we see a lack of guys doing their assignments. I can't argue with them. They know it better than me. I was like, that makes sense. Well, that makes sense why no one was there, because they're not doing their assignment.
You've always said those defensive guys are wired different anyway.
I told them they were all a little strange. But
Yeah, you got to be a little strange.
You
Play
do.
defense.
Yeah.
And have discipline and
to
all
be
nice.
willing to actually lower your head and hit somebody every single play.
like your Ram man, they're different.
Exactly. Man, you know how many people didn't get that reference? You know how many people have no idea what He-Man is?
Yeah, you better get up on it. Masters of the Universe. For the power of Grayskull. That's all I'm going to say.
Secondary, though,
Mumra.
they're legit. Secondaries, did you just say Mumra?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. You got
They're making a new
Thundercats now? That's what I'm talking about.
Skeletor, baby.
See, we're nerds. We're nerds. We can't help it. We're not just football fans, folks. We're nerds.
No, I was a nerd. I played with those toys when I was a kid.
So did I, man.
That's because we got to be kids. We woke up early on Saturday and watch cartoons.
We didn't get up and play video games right away.
Yeah, you woke up early to watch cartoons. Then you were like, let me get the hell out of the house and go play with my friends.
At least even allowed in the house.
Yeah.
So like 9 o'clock at night, street lights on, get inside.
Yeah, that's when it was time to come home. You hear the cicadas start hissing, and that's when you get home.
I want to be in here with these old folks. I want to go outside with my friends.
Yeah, growing up, man, during a Husker game, I wasn't even allowed in the house.
Well, I
It
was.
was sit down and watch, or you ain't even staying here.
Come here and nothing it up.
So,
Yeah, that was. I'll say that was the same way with my dad during games. It was watch the game and shut up,
Yep.
or get the hell out.
Yeah, that's exactly how it was.
92 Colorado game, all right? Halloween night. Okay.
My older brother and my dad were there.
Okay. Me, Noah Peters, his mom, Sue, and her husband, Dave, at the time. We're all going trick-or-treating. So it's them, me, my mom, Noah's sister, Shay, my sister.
Yep.
Where do you think my dad was?
At home,
Watching
watching
the game.
football.
Of course.
Where do you gonna be? At home, watching football.
What do you think caused a damn argument between my parents for Halloween night of
I'm sure that was really fun.
Yeah. You know what my dad said? I don't care.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to watch them get no candy.
Yeah, this is the one night I get, okay? I'm
me-
sorry it's Halloween, but this is what I have, okay?
My wife gets it.
Leave me
Thank
alone.
God, I'm married a saint.
Yeah,
Oh, same here. Yeah.
let me have it.
Yeah, mine, thank God.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
That hasn't happened in a while for my house, but it's even if football's on,
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
might be taking around the block a couple times.
Yeah.
My kid's still a little young.
Yeah, I'm stuck at the TV when there's
But-
football on, period.
There ain't no football on. I'm out there with them, and then we go psycho.
Yeah, that's a different story. No football on, you got nothing to watch, you know?
We'll take the golf cart around and just go trick or treating on that.
Exactly. Perfect. Yeah, I'd do that every year if I had
That's
one.
awesome.
Not even a thought.
I do it every year.
Now, secondary guys, they're legit. Honestly,
Oh, yeah.
we have got to have one of the best, if not the best secondary.
Why do you
in the
think they
country
were
right now.
running it?
I know.
I mean,
They disguised their coverages for Underwood. They knew when to bring man. They knew when to bring zone on him, and they just did not let him beat them through the air. And what were their passing yards? 105.
yeah.
Okay,
they're horrible.
first team to have over 70 against us, and they barely managed over 100.
Yeah.
Okay, that these guys, they're locked down. You can put them on an island, they'll be fine.
And we don't even have one of our starters for yesterday. Herzog didn't play.
That's right. And
So-
I don't think he played last week
He
either.
didn't. So it's Donovan Jones
Hartzog's
starting
number
in his
7.
place.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I mean,
The man that saved us in
he's
week
a senior.
one.
Yeah.
He's a senior. Like, kid's stud.
He's
Was he hurt?
So-
Was he hurt?
and see,
Yes, he's hurt.
yeah, and I didn't even notice
I
that
didn't-
he didn't play last week
Yeah.
because
Well,
it was
because you didn't
Houston
have to.
Christian. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
so maybe,
All we had to do last week was show up.
at least we look at it this way. Not having him out there, which we do still need him out there, it didn't hurt.
No.
It didn't kill that secondary. They still played lights out. And we showed that Underwood's going to have to beat you either short passing or with his legs. Period. He's not going to beat you deep. Couple long passes. He had them. Just was inaccurate.
Yeah.
We got lucky on a couple. And then their trick play. What the hell? I think it was a receiver that threw the ball for him and way underthrew it, and the guy had nobody near him.
Yeah.
Nobody near him. So, I mean,
I think that was the one over there by us in the end zone.
Yeah.
I think
It
it
was a horrible
was.
pass.
Yeah.
Was it the running back, I think?
yes.
Yeah, and we were like,
That
woo.
was right by where you guys came out of the tunnel,
Yeah,
right?
because
Yep, that was it.
We were standing by that end
Yep,
zone.
that was it.
We were literally by the pylon.
Yeah.
By that pylon. We were like, ooh.
Yep,
wee.
that would have been
Thank
it.
God.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Luke Lester and Clinton. were
Yeah, the
like,
receiver
wow.
flipped. It was way underthrown.
Yep.
Yeah, we got lucky as hell on that one.
We were like, wow. I mean, we were standing like, uh-oh. Woo.
The run defense is where I'm scared. We've talked about that the first 3 games. We knew it was an issue. We knew they had given up too many yards, especially to teams like Akron and Houston Christian. I mean, maybe not too many yards, but definitely the chunk plays that they would get on the ground looked too easy. And against teams like Akron and Houston Christian, that shouldn't happen.
No.
You should keep all their runs under 10 yards, period. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But the run defense got exploited.
But you know what stood out to me when they did those, when they got those big plays? They lifted a lot faster than us.
Didn't they? When they really got out in the open field. They outran our secondary like they weren't even there.
Jay Foreman, Jay's crazy. My brother told me at our lunch on Friday when we were talking about the game, "Claire, what you think?" KC, I don't know. I think they're going to lose. I was like, me too. It's just honest. He said, let me tell you something, bro. Now we were talking about the quarterback, and they said, that running back playing too. He said, KC, Cheats, they better get him before he hit that hole. Because if he hits that hole, that sideline, He's gonna be the fastest person in the stadium. He might be the fastest person in the stadium.
Yep.
You're talking about first 2 rounds.
Yep.
He said he might be the fastest person in the stadium. He said, so they better get him early, bro. And sure enough, when he hit it, I said, wasn't lying.
Yep. Gone. From the
And
stands.
was pulling away.
Yep, from the stands. I could
pulling
tell.
away.
As soon as he hit that second tier, I was like,
was
gone.
pulling away from him. That's where we were like, okay. I mean,
Didn't even have a chance.
yeah, pulled away from him.
As soon as he was even parallel to them, you could tell
Gone.
the disparity in speed. It was over.
Gone. Yeah.
And that's exactly what I said to the people that were sitting next to me. As soon as he got to that second level, I was like, he's gone.
I said it watching it from TV.
Yeah, forget it.
Right
Nobody's
away, I'm
there.
like, he's gone.
Nobody's there. It just, he made him look slow.
I did it 3 times, all 3 big runs. Like,
So did I.
didn't even look up or say anything. Look over at my wife. I'm staring at my TV going, he's gone.
Just like the underwear, which we knew we were fast. When he took us,
Immediately.
we were like, oh, that's over.
I think I actually said it the 4th time, and then we stopped him at like 5. But
Like, that's over. We literally said, that's over.
Yep.
But once it went boom, 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 it was like, yep.
Yeah. Yeah, the
Gone.
third one they broke, I just go, bye.
Ran him out the frame.
Yep. Forget it. It was over.
And when 23 got loose, ran him out the frame.
Yep.
Like, what is this?
So it's amazing to me that our secondary can play that well. But then when it comes to the run defense, if you pass them, forget it. I mean,
because their job ain't to stop the run.
I get that.
I mean, not
that means
trying
our
to be mean,
our linebacker play needs to be a hell of a lot better.
Yeah.
Now, on the same token there, good games by Shavers Jr. He was
Shavers
all over the
was
place.
stud.
Yeah, he was the
He really was.
second
he was our
leading
best
tackler
linebacker,
yesterday.
in my opinion.
Uh,
He was number 1.
but, oh, God. Who
Watson
was it?
Trent.
I, honest to God, can't remember
Okay.
now.
You're good.
I don't think it was him, though.
Okay.
But Deshaun McCullough. I mean, look.
He had a good game.
He did. And he only was credited with 2 tackles, 1 sack, 1 tackle for loss. But 2 crucial times in the game when that was needed. And then not to mention, he was everywhere, it seemed, when the ball was anywhere past the line of scrimmage. He was almost everywhere there was to be had.
He still had that horrible missed tackle.
Yes, he did.
Yep.
That's
Come
the
on.
only thing you could really
Yep.
nitpick at him for yesterday. And the long run that Underwood had that he scored on,
Yeah.
that draw, McCullough was the blitzing guy coming off that left end, and he just got too far outside, and there is nobody in that hole where Underwood took off.
Mm.
So then again, that may not be on McCullough.
Right.
I mean, you're coming on a blitz. You're taking on an offensive lineman. Maybe your assignment is to keep that outside contained and force him in.
Yeah.
So maybe he was supposed to have help. Maybe not. If it was supposed to be an all-out blitz where you don't have help like that, that's a different story.
Agreed.
So, but McCullough, I'll give him credit for his play yesterday as well.
Better.
Yeah, it was. It was
We'll
much.
say
It was finally good to see the transfer.
Yeah, I'm
The
hoping the
transfer
green
portal
light's
really
on for him.
Yes.
Like he's aware of this. I mean, that he was very highly recruited
Yeah.
to Oklahoma, and
Well, that's why the staff wanted him
but
out of that.
at
pool.
Oklahoma, that was the problem. When's the green light going to come on?
Exactly.
And we kind of saw it yesterday.
Yeah, it's just sad that he's a senior.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
this season's what we're going to get out. Now, I
I
will
will
admit,
I think he's the senior.
I kind of like
for another
his.
2 years.
I kind of like his celebration after a sack or a tackle for
Yeah.
loss. Almost looks
So
like
when
he's
he was on the
gonna,
ground crawling,
yeah, almost looks like,
though.
almost looks like he's about to lift his leg.
No,
Looks like he's going to lift his leg to do the dog peeing
Yeah.
celebration.
he's wearing like a long sleeve
Yeah.
shirt.
Yeah,
An
it's
actual
weird.
long sleeve shirt.
Yeah, yeah, you're going to be
Well,
able to
everyone
film it
else is
here in a
wearing
moment.
dry fit tights,
Yeah.
pretty much, and he's wearing a long sleeve shirt.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
yeah,
So-
he did that one celebration right there by us down
Yeah.
that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
When
So
he crawled, we were like, okay, we see it.
So defensively, I mean, not horrible. I mean, you gave up 30 points to Michigan. I would like to have seen that at least no more than 24, honestly. We're obviously not getting the same defensive play we saw last year.
I predicted 31-24 before the game started.
You weren't far off, just flip-flopped, I'm sure.
Well, almost.
Yeah.
But I thought we had advantages in that game.
We
did.
That's the sad
did.
part
And
is we did
The
and we
defensive
do.
game plan, I wanted to see something completely different.
Right.
Maybe
Yeah.
I wanted to make a freshman beat us with his arm
Exactly. And he
the whole
didn't.
game.
He didn't, though.
I
That's
know.
the sad part.
So,
We did exactly what we
Stacked
wanted to do with him.
everything, man coverage, and
did everything we wanted to do with them, and we still lost. We found a way to lose.
Which is crazy.
But we didn't sack the box the way we should.
No.
Right.
So I never once saw that where it was
And like I
daring
said,
them to throw the football.
That's what I mean.
That's
the
what I wanted
linebacker
to
play, that it's got to improve. Linebacker
Yeah.
play has to improve.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean, they knew what they had to do. I mean, we knew what they had to do from being the fans. They should have known what they needed to do
yeah,
from being players and coaches. And somewhere the attention to detail failed.
yep.
I mean, I'm
I
sure
agree.
because I'm sure they were coached up with that all week. Lane assignments. Stop this. Fill this. We put them this way. We get them that
Yep.
way. Let's make them beat us with their arm
That's right.
because we know what they are. And somehow, some way, it didn't translate into the field. The end result was we lost the game. We technically should have won.
Yes.
And I'm not saying it as a former Nebraska player, as a homer. I'm saying it about when we looked at this Michigan team, there was nothing that would have made me say, "Oh, they're
shit.
tough. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
tough, and this might be a close one." It was like, "Oh, we do this. This is easy."
Yeah.
We made mistakes and they didn't.
Right.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Exactly.
They stuck to their exact game plan.
And it worked.
Their biggest mistake, honestly, was missing that trick play.
Yeah.
Oh, underthrowing it.
Yeah.
They just methodically wanted to do exactly what
And
they
he
wanted to
was
do.
wide.
Oh, you couldn't have been more wide open.
Yeah.
I mean, he was smiling so hard. He was so wild open. I think we were over there counting his teeth.
Yeah. It's a gift straight from the North Pole and
when,
Santa.
when he was running, I think I was counting his teeth on the sideline, like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he's showing all of them.
He's 20 yards open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody there.
We went, oh wow.
Even by the time
Yeah.
that ball bounced off the ground, the defender still wasn't even
It
over
was
there.
a great call.
Yes, it was.
Listen, no,
I'll give you
we
props.
literally went, oh wow,
Yeah.
because it was running toward us. I'm right there. I think I have the video of it. I have it on video, but we're literally like, oh wow, like where's the defensive player? And I think Octavius was like, where the hell is the defensive player? I swear I have it on video. And I'm like, I don't know, dog. And we're like, woo. And the pass was like, sheesh.
Yep.
And then the thought was, is this how the game's going to go the whole time? They're going to be this open? That's what we thinking there. Because we were like, dog, they're going to be having them open like this the whole game?
Yeah.
But it wasn't. It
No,
was the runs.
they weren't.
Yep, it was the runs. So, I don't know, man.
All right. Well, I mean, that's as far as the game goes. That's really what we got. Just going to move it along. That way, people don't have to relive this bullshit for much longer.
Yeah.
So
It wasn't all doom and gloom.
It was not all doom and gloom. I'll give you that. Absolutely. I mean, we had our chance.
But
We
what,
had our chance.
Michigan's won the last 5 or is it 6 games?
I think that was 6 now.
So
I think that was 6.
dang it.
Lord have mercy.
All right, so we'll just move on to the Husker social media here. Let me make sure I find the right ones because we're sitting a little far away. I can't really see everything up that close, so give me a break. All right, what do I got?
And we're
first?
old dudes. We need glasses.
Exactly. All right, so first, we don't even need to comment on these anymore. We're just going to go through them, kind of like what Jimmy Fallon does. You know, you show the crap, you say what it says, and move along. So
Yeah.
we're just going to start doing that so it don't take up a whole lot of time. All right, so first one is from Phil, Husker Phil. I think it's 1-1 over on X. He just says, anyone who thinks Raiola was the reason we lost today doesn't know their ass from a hole in the ground.
I agree.
Yep.
Hands down, completely agree.
And it's true. We talked about it. The O-line, you got to help out. You got to do your job.
Hey, make sure you wipe that ass. You can't wipe that hole in the ground.
All right. Dr. Abby something over on X. She tweeted out, I'll never understand not taking points against a ranked team when your team struggles to score in the red zone. Bingo.
Yeah.
That's exactly it. Like I said, the first 3 games, we saw that there's an issue there with getting a push on the O-line. So at this point right now, I think if you got a chance to take any points whatsoever, take them.
Yeah.
Just take them.
Just on that play, too. I mean, like, my biggest concern is who is our starting left tackle?
I don't know.
I mean, we're rotating 3,
Yeah.
which, okay, but
Is it a battle every week? Or
I don't know. Gatula and Pritchett were the ones in there
I mean,
for most
we
of the
bring
time
it in
yesterday.
a highly ranked 5-star offensive tackle from Alabama
Yeah.
for a reason.
Yeah.
And he ain't starting.
Nope.
So I just I want to see that spot solidified and taken care of.
And Gattuso is supposed to be a lot more improved.
A lot.
So, I mean, come on.
Come on. And I mean,
Damn it.
against HBCU and whoever,
Yeah.
Akron, they look great. Now you're playing Michigan.
Exactly.
And
now we're playing teams that
you're not fast
can
enough.
match up.
Your technique is shit.
Yeah. And it's being exposed.
And you're getting bullied.
And you're getting
That
bullied.
right
and that's
there.
the biggest problem. But everyone says Pritchett, he's not a dude you bully.
No.
If he gets his hands on you, you're on the ground.
Exactly.
So, but we didn't see it.
All right. This one here. All right. This one came from Mitch Sherman. And it said, it was from Dylan's press conference. Nebraska quarterback Dylan Raiola on the Huskers' 30-27 loss against Michigan. A lot of people think this might break us. I'm just telling you right now, we're not going to we're going to come together and do something scary.
Yeah.
All right. So now that's what you want to hear. That's what you want to hear from your starting quarterback after a game like that, where you know you gave it everything you had, and you know your other teammates probably could have given something more, but you're not throwing anybody under the bus. You're just saying flat out, we're going to come together and we're going to make this happen.
Yeah.
To me, it reminds me of that
That
year.
captain acting like a captain.
Yeah, exactly. It reminds me of the year Florida won their national title with Tebow.
Yep.
After that loss they had early in the season, in his press conference, he said flat out, he apologized to their fans, and he said, I am not going to let this happen again. And what did they do? They rattled off a winning streak
Yep.
the rest of that season
Won the
and won the
national
title. So I'm not saying that's what we're going to do. Just saying something to think
I
about.
think it's taking ownership. I think he took ownership of
Very
how they
much.
played, especially on the offensive side of the game, and his play, their lines play, running backs play, because it's an offensive unit. So,
Agreed.
All right, we'll move on to this next one. This one I've actually got to pull up on my phone as well, for the simple fact that it's so long, I'm not going to be able to read it up there. So I'll just zoom it in right here. This one I liked for a simple reason. This was from Matt Schick over on X.
Yep.
Nebraska was manhandled in the trenches and yet still had plenty of opportunities. An empty opening possession, a missed field goal, and an INT in the first half didn't help. The absence of Nash Hutmacher and Ty Robinson are real. We mentioned that as well. Nebraska won't compete for championships until they consistently win on the lines of scrimmage. Every time you think this program is about to take the next step, you realize there's still a ways to go. That being said, the program is unquestionably improving. There's a lot to take in on that. But in my opinion, he's right on all accounts there.
Mhm.
We shit the bed on the national stage again. We're 0-28 against top 25 teams. You want to say we're turning a corner, but then the same shit happens in that fourth game again. So we're getting there. We have improved. Last year's record says that. It's just now we've got to make that last turn. So please, just do it. Just do it.
But it's easier said than done.
Very much so.
So, but I do agree with that. I think we are better.
yeah,
Like-
it's obvious we're better. I mean,
Better.
You can hear the whole team speaking in like almost the exact same language.
Yes.
the
You
eye
can
test
feel
even
it,
showed
yeah.
that we're better.
And you can even see our recruits almost doing the same thing already.
Yes.
And that's kind of, you want to see that.
Yeah.
And we are building the right way. It's just, I wish it was fast.
Yeah.
Of course. I mean, doesn't everyone?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Not every team can be like Georgia, where you win your national title in your third year of a new coach.
Yeah.
But that's Jordan.
Yeah.
High school football's better down there. The
It's
recruiting's better
just-
down
I
there.
think-
So
I
they
think-
went.
Yeah, I think what happens is a lot of people see these teams, those teams like you said, Matt, like you said, Georgia, and they see the LSUs,
Mhm.
and Florida struggling, but the Florida State. These are teams that don't have to leave their area.
Yeah,
They
they're in a hotbed.
always had the players. So if anyone goes back to look at recruiting over the last 30 years, those teams are going to have the top ones. And you guess who the other top teams are going to be? Ohio State, Michigan,
But they're a hotbed too.
and Notre Dame.
Yep.
So they're always going to get those players.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the anomaly, people. In Penn State,
Yep.
the USCs, everyone. The anomaly was Nebraska.
Yeah. How the hell
We
is
would
this
get
team?
we would get some,
And then we had a legend as a head coach.
right, and build around the some
Bingo.
we had with
Yep.
the kids who, because Nebraska was Nebraska.
Yes.
And the kids wanted to come to Nebraska, especially the kids born and raised here.
That's loud.
So it was easy. You know, hey, the walk-on program, you walk on this first year, that gives me a scholarship to go grab this other kid, then next year you be on scholarship.
Yes.
There was a system.
And it worked.
But everyone wanted to be here. Nebraska was on top. Kids today aren't seeing Nebraska on top.
No, and they haven't
seen it their entire life.
They haven't seen it, so they don't know it. So they don't know what I know, even though I'm from Arizona. You knew what Nebraska was. It was like how Oklahoma came back and then phased out.
Yeah.
You knew who Oklahoma was. It's like USC. I know you know who USC is.
Yep.
But when they phase out, they phase out. Miami, you went Florida State, Penn State when they were down.
Yep.
You know who these programs are. But those schools are going to Georgia. They're going to continue to get those kids. You put a coach in there to coach them up. It's easy money.
Yep.
They're not having to rebuild.
Yeah.
From the players type they want. All they have to do is
just
change.
refresh.
It's just change how they're coaching those
Yep.
4 and 5 stars, and everybody's big on 4 or 5. They just change how you're coaching those highly recruited kids up, giving them more structure, and then the results come. These are things
come from Georgia.
Yeah, these are things Coach Osborne pointed out.
Yes.
And when we were at Nebraska during our time, when he would have the clicker, and we're sitting and watching film, and he would say, "I don't understand that. This is discipline.
Yep.
This is coaching. They have the kids." These Louisville and all these programs, everybody's so high about the Clemsons and all these. He was calling this in the 90s.
Yeah.
He specifically said, we're the one who have to go out and get kids.
Yeah.
Some of these schools can just do their state.
Yeah.
People forget SEC and all these were regional teams.
Yeah.
Let's not make them national teams. The national team was Alabama.
Yep.
Tennessee had national following. No, I'm talking about the SEC as far as the SEC.
Yeah.
Those are regional teams. National teams is the Notre Dame, the Ohio State, the Michigan, Nebraska's, the USC's, the Penn States. You get where I'm going?
Yep.
These are the national brands, the Miamis, the Florida State. The other schools, SEC regional teams. But you can build those teams, just get a coach in and coach them up.
Exactly.
They're not doing what we're having to do. Let's just be honest.
It's pretty much what Kansas is trying to do now.
Yeah.
And Kansas State.
Yeah.
They get the best in their states, and then a couple from here and there and there.
Yeah.
And then
K-State better figure their shit out real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick.
It's hard to play in Ireland week 1.
Yeah.
Because once you head back and it's time to start practice again, now you're jet lagged.
Yeah, what would we know anything about that?
We saw it.
Yeah. So did Florida State last year.
Yeah, exactly. It's hard.
I'm telling you, whoever that Ireland.
Kenny, how you feeling right now? How jet lagged are you?
I'm hurting right now. And it's only
just a 2-hour
difference. It's only a 2-hour time.
Everyone wants to be like that.
Struggling.
It's a real thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm struggling. I've been struggling the entire time.
It's a 2-hour time difference. I mean, that messes with your mind and everything.
You have to readjust your whole body.
Yeah.
I'm having to adjust my whole body, and it's 2 hours. So
11 o'clock where you're at, but here it's only 9. You're thinking, well, hell, I don't go to bed till 11.
Yeah.
Stay up another 2 hours.
And me saying I got to get to this game because it starts here, and I'm waking up, and everyone's like, "Hey, Ken," and they're texting me at 7 here and 6 something here, and I'm like, "Dude, it's 4 o'clock Arizona time."
Exactly. That's 4 or 5 o'clock.
I'm not up. I'm struggling getting out of the hotel this morning. I'm like,
It's
I should be
hard.
asleep right now. It's 11. It's 11 here. It's 9. It's Sunday. I should still be asleep, but I got to get up and get moving. So yeah, it's rough.
So, all right. And just not to toot my own horn on being at the game yesterday, but hey, I got to meet Adam Carricker finally for the first time. I mean, I was over there with you, Kenny, at the tent that the team had set up down there.
Saw a lot of cats.
Exactly. I was about to go say hi to Terry Keneally, and I look over to my right, and I see Carricker walking up. And I go, Kenny, I'll be right back, man.
I went over there. Yeah, I went over there.
I mean, I haven't had the honor to meet Carricker just yet until yesterday. It was awesome. It was great to see him. And then, of course, finally getting to meet Ben Audi from BA Coach's Show for the first time in person. Yeah, that was awesome. He is an amazing dude.
Dope.
He's a good guy.
As soon as I saw him and I knew where you were going to be, Kenny, I was like, you're coming with me. I don't care. Just come over here with me, dude. Kenny said some of the guys are over there. You got to come with, man. He's
Got
like,
to.
all right.
Got to see the cats. Brian was like, "That's so and so." I'm like,
dude.
He's like, "I want to fan out." I'm like, "Man, everybody's cool."
I almost did too. I took everything I had to hold it in. Kenny.
Can I get a drink? Man, go over there. Get
Yeah,
it.
I'm going to tailgate. I would have came up. Not going to the game, but I would have came to tailgate.
It's crazy.
I would have.
I've never been to a game in my life where I've been down where a bunch of players that I watched play growing up are just walking around.
Like a soggy dream come true.
It really was. It really was, dude. I was like, this is amazing. You know,
really chilling.
100 years, give me 100 guesses as to where I'd be at a Husker game. That's the last thing I'd get.
Yeah, we down there just chilling,
Oh,
man.
my wife was awesome. She thought she was tickled pink about that.
Yeah.
She's like, did you ever think that would happen for you? I was like, are you kidding? No.
Yeah, he's sitting there talking to me. I'm like, man, this is my roommate. This Tavy
Kenny's
McFarland.
just standing there like it's nothing. Because it is nothing.
It's Warfield.
Teammates.
It's Warfield. It's
To
so
me,
and so.
yeah,
When they were in college, even though you're superstars, you're
Oh.
still normal people.
Yeah, to me, they're giants. Y'all were bigger than life.
We over there eating chicken wings and talking crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
Who was that?
Real
McFarland
people.
that came walking
that
over.
was Tavy, yeah. I was like, it's Octavius, man. He's like, McFarland. I'm like, yeah, man.
Look, I gotta say, man, McFarland ain't as tall as I thought he was.
No, Tavy's about 6 foot.
Yeah,
Might
he's
be about
barely
6 foot.
much taller
Yeah.
than me. I
He
was
was a
like,
small
whoa.
backer. Tavy transitioned from safety to linebacker.
Yeah, I was like, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That guy ain't that tall.
He transferred to that Sam position.
No, like I'm going to go back to
Yeah,
Will. He transferred to Will.
I'm going to go back to
Something
the
that
picture with character.
Osborne was notorious for.
Now I'm
Moving
gonna
those
say,
safeties down to linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
standing
putting
around
that
guys
away.
like you, Terry Keneally, and Carricker, that makes me feel so small, dude. Holy hell. I am not going to lie. Like, I don't mind being called a hobbit because I do look like one. But y'all really made me look like one here, man. Like,
That's
seriously.
kind of the point.
Yeah, me with Carricker, when I finally stood next to him, I'm like, there's
Because
no
he's a big dude.
holy.
He's a big
Yeah,
dude.
you got to be a
That
pretty
guy
big person to play
Yeah,
football.
he's a
And
big
And then to
dude.
play pro football, you got to be an even
Standing
bigger
next to you, Kenny, my head's barely at your shoulder, dude. Like the top of my head's
Yeah.
You could just put your arm like this, and here'd be my head.
Yep.
Yeah, he's
You're an arm wrestler him.
I am. I really am.
You should have saw his face when I said that's a Terry Keneally. He's like he's huge. I was
Yeah,
like,
Keneally's a big dude. I was
Oh,
like, good lord.
yeah.
But then I like stopping the Pisons, and I'm talking to Matt Burzel, and I'm like, "You played offensive line?
See, that's what I mean. You see certain guys that like.
Once your
like, I'm
tens are
telling you,
over, I mean,
I
you
saw
go
him.
300 down
I was
to
like,
200 real quick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of those dudes eat for their position.
Yes. When I saw McFarland, I was like, really? Yeah.
Yeah, Tavy was only about 200 pounds when he played
Damn.
Will. When he played Will.
Yep.
Guy was like 15 pounds heavier than me.
Yeah.
Good lord.
Yeah.
But about 6 inches taller.
Yeah.
You eat for the position you play.
That is true.
I
That is
mean,
true.
Especially on offensive line,
And
when you're
defensive
required
line.
to be around
You
like
ever-
300 to 315, depending on what your athleticism can handle. And
Offensive, defensive line. That's why you see a lot of those guys
Oh,
retire at such a young age, too.
and shrink
Yeah.
once they
Yep.
get out. And you notice the skill position guys gain weight.
Well, what's his
Frazier?
name on the commentator? Whitworth?
oh yeah.
I mean, how fast he shrunk down.
Yeah.
I mean, even like Gronkowski.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and look at Jason Peter.
So, but I mean, when Gronk came out of retirement to go play for Tampa Bay
Yeah.
to replay, I mean, like how fast he puts it right back on.
Oh yeah, it's
my
muscle
God.
memory.
How?
Yeah, your
How
body
do you
just
do it?
Your body just knows it.
Yeah.
At that point, it knows what to do.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I
All right.
can't gain a pound to save my life.
You know what? We
What?
shouldn't say that much because at our age, dude, that's a problem. A lot of people our age would like.
Yeah, you
to
don't
have.
want the pounds. I don't want them.
So,
Trying to drop like another 40 good.
I gained 30 pounds in like the last 3 years.
I'm gonna play
That's a
some,
lot.
play some Timberlake and Timberland. I'm going to bring the sexy back. Yeah, I'll bring it back.
Yeah.
Bring the sexy back. Yeah.
well, you got the white guys backing you up here.
Hey, it's on.
All right. So last thing we got is, of course, our field generals of the week. As you guys know, it's basically our players of the week. So we're going to kind of go with what do we have this week? Oh, that's right. That's right. We got
Not that difficult.
no. It's John McCullough on defense, of
Yep.
course. There's the white long sleeve shirt you were talking about. It's old school, dude.
It's like watching a Packers game a few years ago, and one of their wide receivers was wearing a hoodie.
Yeah.
And had a jersey over top of his hoodie. And you don't see that anymore. And that's a pro football game.
Exactly.
I just loved it.
Yeah, that's uniform. He didn't look sexy out there.
No, not at all.
Yeah, he don't care. He's trying to stay warm. It's Green Bay.
Yeah. And then offense, of course, Jacori Barney Jr.
Yeah.
That no-brainer, 148 all-purpose yards himself. I believe
Fix some
120
mental errors on
120 through the air, 2 touchdowns, 21 yards on I don't know how many punt returns. And then he had, I think it was 17 or 20 on the ground as well. So, yeah, you got to go with Jacori Barney and then the Hail Mary catch at the end of the first half.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. You're not the biggest dude out there, but you came down with the ball and you got the 6. So, that's what we're going to go with there. So, there you go. Field Generals of the Week. All right. So, guys, I think we covered it pretty good. I think we're at that hour mark, maybe a tad over. So, that's right about where we want to be. So it was fun to be at the game. I ain't going to lie, just not the outcome I wanted, not the outcome any of us wanted. But, hey, we got the bye week now. Looking forward to Sparty coming to Lincoln here on October, what is it, October
something. 3rd, 4th.
Gives my throat some time to
2 weeks from yesterday. We'll just say
unhurting.
that. 2 weeks from yesterday. So 2 weeks from the 20th.
Yesterday.
We'll go with that.
Yeah.
So I think we'll go ahead and we'll take next week off. I think we've earned a week off. We've been going pretty hard at it.
I'm going camping.
There you go.
So
we've been going pretty hard since I think it was April or something like that. We've been going at it. So I think we've earned a week off, just like the football team has, especially lick some wounds. But that's about it, man. So I think we'll go ahead and shut her down now, guys. You know where to find the show and everything at this point. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps us out a lot in the algorithm. Of course, check out our merch over at shop.herdatsports.com. Get yourself some Husker Army Podcast merch becoming listed to the Husker Army. So we'll go ahead and let it go. Take the week off. Come back, regroup, refresh. We'll recap Sparty. Hopefully we'll be talking about a win, going to maybe 4-1. Instead of 3-2. That's the hope. That's the hope.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of improvements need to be made.
Yep.
Yes, absolutely. So
get back to work.
Love to thank Jordan and Aaron Payton for being lovely hosts here at Crush Pizza and Ale House here in Fremont, Nebraska. It's awesome. Great food, great service, great people that work here. So if you get a chance, swing on in there and check them out. So, guys, that's it. Myself, Brian Knutzen, former wide receiver, multi-time national champ Kenny Cheatham.
I'm a tight end now, baby.
He is. Yeah. I think he's okay with that transition.
I'll be the flyest tight end ever. Flyest.
And our recruiting guru, Mr. Matt Sass. Guys, this has been all right. What do you got, Ken?
You got to give a shout out to your dad.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. My dad and my stepmom, Janet and Jim, they showed up to watch us do this today. So I can't thank them enough for showing up. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Live with you.
Finally. And they had pizza and chicken fettuccine, and it looked delicious.
Man, the food here is damn good.
It is good.
Meatballs. Yeah.
God. So, all right, guys, that'll be it for now. That's it, guys, right?
Yeah.
I think we covered it. All right. So,
unless you want to talk about recruiting, but that can wait for a different day.
There we go. We'll cover that.
It was good.
We'll cover that when we recap Sparty. And that's perfect because that'll give another couple weeks for that to solidify. Yep. Maybe more will even come out on it. Perfect. So we'll have some recruiting news for you on the next episode as well. So last thing for you, Husker Nation, Husker Army, at ease. We're all dismissed.
Boom.
A Herd at Sports Network production.